Hey there, welcome to the video. I know how tough it can feel trying to make low content books for Amazon KDP, like bold and easy coloring books, especially if you're piecing them together yourself, maybe fiddling with AI tools to generate images or using Canva to put it all together. I've been there, it's exhausting. Since 2019, I've published over 2,000 books and earned over 6 figures in royalties, but early on, I was up late, tweaking AI prompts, hoping for decent coloring book designs, only to get blurry images or weird patterns that didn't work. It was a total letdown. So in this video, we're gonna find out if there's an easier way. We're gonna see if we can publish a professional coloring book without breaking the bank, outsourcing every single step on Fiverr completely hands-off. This includes the book interior, the cover, as well as the title, subtitle, and we can't forget about the description and finally the categories. And you're gonna watch me do it live hitting publish on KDP in this video. So stick with me because this is the simplest way to start building passive income in 2025, and I'm here to walk you through it. Let's talk about why going manual, even with AI, is so hard. Amazon's self-publishing market is thriving. Sellersprite says KDP's global reach lets millions of books go live every year. And look at these bold and easy type coloring books. Some are earning $1,000 a month, and some are earning much more than that. But here's the thing, AI for coloring books, while cool, is a hassle. You gotta experiment with prompts for hours, and even then the images might come out wonky, too detailed, not bold enough. Then you're stuck assembling pages in Canva, fixing margins, stressing over formats. These top books, they're pro quality, not AI experiments. The good news, Amazon does the selling for you. No TikTok, no ads. With a solid book, Amazon's millions of shoppers find it through searches. We're gonna see if outsourcing on Fiverr gets you that quality without the headache. I get it, starting KDP can feel overwhelming. I was there in 2019, barely scraping by, thinking I could outsmart the system with AI-generated coloring pages. I spent days tweaking prompts, only for the designs to look, well, awful. Sold maybe 5 copies, but you don't have to struggle like I did. This bold and easy coloring book I'm building today, all I'm gonna be doing is pay the pros on Fiverr to handle everything. I'm talking design, metadata, the works. You're seeing it happen live from Fiverr to Amazon, and I'm hitting publish in this video. You can do this too, and I'm here to show you how. But don't wait too long. These bold and easy type coloring books are hot right now, and this wave won't last forever. Now for this book, I wanted to focus on the bold and easy coloring book niche because that's the viral book right now. I'm thinking we can make a lot of sales if we hit the right niche. But with this niche, it's a little bit too saturated. For this just generic bold and easy coloring book, we see 10,000 results, actually 10,700. And so it's gonna be a little bit too competitive if we're not using any ads, which I don't plan to use any ads for this book. But I do wanna stay in this niche. And even with the over 10,000 results, we see a niche score coming from Titan's Quick View of 59, which means there is still a lot of potential here. But if we scroll through the first page to try to see some sub niches, we have a couple here. We can go stress relief route. We can do some ocean type, some food and drinks, cute and groovy. We have baby stuff, happy Easter, cute animals, simple art. There's a lot of niches here that we can go after. So I did a deeper search. I went with cozy, bold and easy coloring book. The total results is less, so 3,145. It's still a little bit competitive, but going through the first page, I'm getting a little bit more ideas of what type of book specifically I can create. And I'm really liking this part right here, Cozy Girl Homebody, more so the homebody part. And I think that's what I wanna go with is this homebody, bold and easy coloring book. If we check out this book, just to look at the interiors, we're gonna see that here are the type of interiors it is. Very homebody, very relaxing, very easy, very cozy. And these are things that we wanna know because when we go onto Fiverr, we want to put these in the details so that the person creating the interior knows exactly the type of book that we want to be created. Now, if we take a look at this bestsellers rank, if we plug that into this KDP book sales calculator, we can see estimated book sales 86 per day, 2,580 per month. Royalty terms, we can see this one's making $227 per day and almost $7,000 per month. And that's why I wanted to experiment with Fiverr, because for a fraction of the cost, this is the type of income that one single book can make. And so I'm really interested to see how this is all gonna work out. After doing some research, I landed on this gig, and it says I will design cozy, bold, and easy coloring book pages and a book cover for KDP. Now, one of the reasons I like this is because it says no AI used. And if I go down in the description, that's exactly what it says. 100% hand-drawn artwork, no AI. Now, you know, with a lot of my videos, I use art generators to create coloring books, but for this video, I want to hire these gigs that will actually create these interiors and these coloring book pages by hand. So we can see some of the interiors that this person creates, and I kind of like the style. Here's some more of their samples, and let's read the description. I can make cute animal, human, cartoon, plant, and any idea that you want. These sweet hand-drawn adventures are perfect for relaxing and unwinding. These are bold and easy coloring pages designed for effortless coloring and endless enjoyment. Right here it says original coloring page design, which tells me that these pages are unique and he doesn't create the same pages for other clients. And what will you get from me? So I'm going to get cozy, bold, and easy coloring page, high resolution files, which is what we want. I'm going to get unlimited revisions, which is always a good thing, especially when you're paying $100 for a gig, and full commercial usage rights, which means that we can use this for our own so that we can actually go ahead and sell this on KDP. As we can read right here, entrepreneurs can sell on KDP or other platforms. And once again, 100% hand-drawn artwork, no AI. Now, if we look at the actual packages, the basic is 5 pages for $10, but we kind of need more than that, right? For a bold and easy coloring book, you want at least 30 to 40 images. So with the standard is 30 pages, this could be good enough. Now, if you look at premium, we can see 40 coloring pages for $100. And so this is what I'm gonna go with. I think for 40 pages, $100, that's not that bad of an investment, especially because I know how much these books can make. And so for $100 for basically no work, for someone else to do the work for me, I'm thinking $100 is not too bad. So we have one more step here to fill out this information to get this order going. Now, in order to complete this book, it's not only the interior and the cover, we also need the title, subtitle, description, categories to be able to upload this onto KDP without doing any actual work. And so I found this gig that will do exactly that. Now, if we take a look at the actual description, we can see right here, this gig offers you best-selling and SEO research keywords for your KDP no, low, mid, or high content books. These perfect titles, subtitles will help rank your book and increase your sale on Amazon. I have created 500 plus book paperback covers and interiors for KDP. So this is what we get. We only need one description. So we're gonna go with package 1, 7 optional keywords that we can use in the back end, and 3 best-selling categories so that we don't actually have to choose it. And then right here, titles and subtitles are also provided. See extra services for that. So let's go ahead and click continue. And then in this area, we need that subtitle and that title. So right here for one title and one subtitle, $10. And right here, we see 3 titles and subtitles for $30. Now, since I don't want to take the risk of having one title and subtitle and not liking it, I'm going to go ahead and bite the gun on this one and choose 3 title and subtitles for $30. So let's go ahead and click that, hit continue. So with the title, the subtitle, the backend keywords, the categories, the description, all of that for $40. Total delivery time, 2 days. So we're gonna go ahead and confirm and pay for this. And then we're just gonna go ahead and fill out this information. Now, it's been about a couple weeks until I got my gigs completed, and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. On March 24th, I placed the order and I submitted the requirements. We can see that right here under all the requirements, this is what I wrote, that I was looking for a bold and easy coloring book titled Cozy Homebody Bold and Easy Coloring Book. And then I told him the design should be a Coco Wayo style, and then as well as some examples of the themes. I got all these prompts from ChatGPT, and so comfort items and objects, such as a cup of hot tea or coffee with steam swirling up, activities and hobbies, pets and companions, so on and so forth. And then this person also created a cover. So I said, please ensure the cover interiors are cohesive in theme. So right then the delivery date was updated to April 3. And then he sent this message. Thank you for ordering. I need to extend my working hours because April 1st is a holiday. So I need 4 to 5 days off. So I said, okay, I understand. So what is going to be the estimated delivery date? And so this is what he said. And so I just said, is April 3 still the delivery date or will it be later? He said April 8. And so I said, okay, I'll accept April 8. Now, April 8 was coming and he wanted to change it again. He wanted to go to April 10. And I said, this is the latest I can accept. So we did April 10. And so here is the actual interiors that we're going to use for this book. And if we take a look at it, we can see just how good these turned out. I'm really impressed with the quality of this interior. I think it's well worth the money. This is the color test page. And I think it just came out very, very professional. And I'm really excited to see the cover and pretty much put this on Amazon KDP and just hit publish. And then here is the actual book cover. As you can see, very cohesive, looks very good. Cozy homebody, bold and easy coloring book. Some samples on the back side. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this and see what it looks like. So here is the interior. First page, book belongs to, all rights reserved, color test page, blank page, color test page, blank page. And then we start with the interiors. We can go slowly through all of these images. They are really, really good. I'm really, really glad with the way that they came out. And I really want to see how this is going to do on Amazon KDP because I really didn't do any kind of work except for hiring these Fiverr gigs and putting in the information, talking to them a little bit, very little communication. And to have this type of interior in my hands, yes, for $100, but still, I think it's well worth it because just look how good this is. These are crayons in a box, but everything has that bold and easy feel. And so this is exactly the type of interior I was looking for. I'm really, really happy with the results. Now with the other gig, which included all of the other things, title, subtitle, description, categories, I placed the order March 24, and then I wasn't really able to give the information because I was waiting for the interior. However, I just went ahead and gave him the best information that I could give him because he really wanted it. As you can see, I'm not responding, respond ASAP. So I went ahead and gave him the details and we went back and forth. I did a couple revisions. Eventually he came up with the final product and this is what it is. So this is the title and subtitles that he gave me. Now keep in mind, I wasn't actually able to give him the interior of my book. And so I do have to change the title right here because I already have it on my book's cover. However, I am going to be using the subtitles here. Bold and easy cute designs for self-care, relaxation, and mindful. Bold line illustrations for teens and adults to relax, unwind, and practice self-love. Bold and easy coloring pages for teens, adults, and anyone who loves cozy self-care. And then the description is right here. Just copy and paste. Optional keywords in the back end, copy and paste. And it's as simple as that. Fiverr is a total game changer. It's this platform where talented freelancers, designers, writers deliver pro work for a fraction of the cost. It's like having a personal chef whip up a gourmet meal on a budget. For this coloring book, I didn't touch a tool or tweak a single prompt. All I did was send a few messages and hit pay. With Fiverr, you skip the frustration and you get a book that can compete with the big players. Let's break it down. I paid $100 for the interior and the cover, $40 for everything else, the total $140. Under $200, and I didn't wrestle with AI or Canva. Back in 2019, I'd spend weeks on a book that made pennies, but this coloring book has real potential. My experience says top books in this niche can earn anywhere from $1,000 to over 5 figures per month, which can be a full-time income for a one-time $150 investment. And I'm publishing it live right now. But here's the thing, Amazon's getting pickier. Kindlepreneur reported last year that new keyword rules are cracking down on low quality books, and 2025 is only getting stricter. You need pro work to stay in the game, and Fiverr's your ticket. Now here we are on KDP, and this upload process is gonna be a piece of cake. I'm gonna click paperback. And we're just going to fill out the first section, book title. Remember, we're not going to be using this exact title. We're going to go ahead and grab what's on the front cover right here. And that's going to be our book title. So Cozy Homebody, Bold and Easy Coloring Book. And so if we just verify it, Cozy Homebody, Bold and Easy Coloring Book. everything looks perfect. Now for the subtitle, we're just gonna copy and paste one that we received, which I'm gonna go with this one right here, bold line illustrations for teens and adults to relax, unwind, and practice self-love. Now, usually what I do with the author is I use a pen name generator and just make a random name. And I found that's the safest way because I don't really want to mess with brand names or anything like that that could be flagged. And so all I'm going to do is just generate a name here until I find one that I like. And we're just going to use that, Eddie Mullins. Now for the description, copy and paste. We're going to go ahead and grab right here, copy all of this. And there you go. That looks good to go. And then publishing rights, I own the copyright and I hold necessary publishing rights. Primary audience, we're going to say no here. All this stays the same. This is not a low content book. And so we go keywords. Now all we do is copy and paste the keywords that we got. And there you go. So some of the words: homebody, coloring book, relaxation, mindfulness, family friendly, coloring, simple shape, designs. Now I am going to go with these keywords because I want to show you that you can just copy and paste them. However, when you're doing keywords, you don't want to reuse the same keyword that you already use in your title, subtitle. I see a couple of them here, and I would probably just fix those and swap them out. But this is good to go. Release date, for sale now. Now I have to add the categories. So let's go ahead and choose our categories and basically these three. So let's go ahead and put that in. And so I have all three categories, save the categories. And now we can go ahead and save and continue and upload the interior as well as the cover. Now I'm going to choose assign ISBN and my print options, black and white interior with white paper. This one is 8.5 by 8.5 inches. And we're going to select no bleed with a matte cover finish. And then now we upload the manuscript. Let's give it a couple minutes to upload. And then we're going to go ahead and upload the cover. Since I already have the cover ready, I'm going to go ahead and click this option and let that upload. Now with the AI generated content, since this gig said no AI used, I'm going to go ahead and say no. And then we're going to go ahead and launch the previewer. And then here it is. So there is nothing that comes up on the quality check. So we know this is good to go. And if we just quickly go through it, you can see it is perfectly placed. Everything is good to go. And that's all it is, folks. All we have to do is approve this. Want to make sure that we look through all of the pages just to make sure. You can also do a thumbnail view here, quick glance. Let me move myself out of the way here and then hit approve. Now we're going to go ahead. We can see summary. Printing cost is going to be $2.84. Save and continue. Now we can price the book and then finally we can publish it onto Amazon KDP. I'm going to price this at $7.99. That's pretty much where everyone prices this type of book. And as we can see, $1.95 royalty for every book sold. All the rest here is automatically generated. And then that's it. All I have to do is publish this paperback and it's good to go. And there we go. My paperback has been submitted. In about 72 hours, it's going to be available on Amazon and it can start making some sales. All right, so let's wrap all this up. KDP can feel daunting, but Fiverr makes it so easy, it's almost unfair. You don't need to be a designer, a tech whiz, or an AI prompt master. All you need is $150 and a spark of ambition. I've generated over 6 figures with my KDP business, and this hands-off Fiverr approach, well, it's the simplest, most stress-free way I've found to create books that sell. With Fiverr, you're not just outsourcing, you're tapping into a world of pros who make your book shine so Amazon's buyers can't resist it. So go on, head on over to Fiverr and hire those gigs. Don't wait, the coloring book trend's peaking and Amazon's raising the bar. If you want more help, grab my KDP royalty roadmap in the description down below. It's got everything you need to start. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more KDP content, and hit that notification bell, and let's build that passive income together. I'll see you on the next one. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.